Hi everyone. Yesterday's session I explained that the chemical reactions and equations. In this chapter I explained what are changes occurred in nature, what are physical changes, what are chemical changes, how to identify the physical changes and how to identify the chemical changes. And I also gave some examples. In that example I gave that the calcium oxide mixed with water and it will give the calcium hydroxide. Okay, this is the activity 1. In activity 1 I gave that the calcium oxide mixed with water and it will give the calcium hydroxide. This form is called as word equation. This is called as word equation. By using word equation we can easily understood. By here the calcium oxide mixed with water and it will give the calcium hydroxide. This is the word equation. By using the word equation, by seeing the word equation we can easily understood. Okay, here the left side, here this is the arrow mark. This is the arrow mark. The left side of the arrow mark are known as the left side of the arrow mark, the calcium oxide and water, these both are known as the reactants. The left side of the arrow mark, the calcium oxide and water, these both are known as the reactants. Next, the right side of the arrow mark is known as the products. This total calcium oxide plus water gives the calcium hydroxide. This is known as the chemical equation. In this, the left side of the arrow mark is known as the reactants and the right side of the arrow mark is known as the products. What is the definition of the reactants? What is the definition of the products? The substances which are participated in the chemical reaction. The substances which are participated in the chemical reaction is known as the reactants. After the participation of the chemical reaction, the substances will come. What are the substances will come from the chemical reaction is known as the products. Okay, the head of the product knows the products and the head of the chemical reaction known as the products. The tail of the chemical reaction known as the reactants. Is it understood? What are reactants and what are products? The reactants are nothing but the substances which are participated in the chemical reaction is known as the reactants. The products are nothing but after the chemical reactions, what are the substitutes are given from the chemical reaction is known as the products. The head of the arrow mark represent the product, the tail of the arrow mark represent the reactants. Okay, this is totally known as the word equation. By using the word equation we can easily understood what are reactants and what are products. Okay, here the arrow mark separate both the reactants and products. Here the arrow mark both separates both the reactants and product. The plus sign shows, here the plus sign shows one or more reactants and one or more products. The plus sign shows one or more reactants and one or more products. This is about the chemical equation in the word form. This is about the chemical equation in the word form. The left side of the arrow mark shows the reactants. The right side of the arrow mark shows the products. The arrow mark separates both the reactants and products. The plus mark shows one or more reactants and one or more products. Okay, is it understood? This is the word equation. By using the word equation we can easily tell about the chemical equation. We can easily write the chemical equation in other form by using the compounds. Okay, what is a compound? Compound is nothing but it is the collection of atoms. I will give some example. I am taking H2O. I am taking water. The chemical name for water is H2O. Here the H2O it is a compound. The H2O is a compound. Here the two atoms are there. Here the two atoms are there. One is hydrogen, the second is oxygen. H and O are atoms. One is hydrogen and one is oxygen. Here the 2 is a subscript. Here the 2 is a subscript. This means the two hydrogens are used in this compound water. The two hydrogens are used in this compound. The subscript tells about how many number of atoms, how many number used in the compound, how many number of atoms are used in this compound. Is it understood? H2O is the compound, the H and O both are the atoms. Here the 2 is the subscription, it is used for H, that is the two hydrogen atoms are used in the compound H2O. Next I am taking another example, H2SO4. H2SO4. This total is called as the compound. Compound is nothing but it is the collection of atoms. The collection of atoms. Here what are the atoms are used? Hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Here the 2 is the subscription for hydrogen, 4 is the subscription for oxygen. How many atoms are used for hydrogen? 2 atoms are used. Here the 4 oxygens are used. Here the 2 hydrogens are used. Is it understood? What is the compound and what is the subscription and what are the atoms? Okay. Generally, the chemical equations are represented in the word form. The shortest form of the chemical equations are represented by the chemical formula. By the chemical formulae. By the chemical formula. Here, the chemical formula for calcium oxide is CaO. The chemical formula for calcium oxide is CaO. The chemical formula for water is H2O. It will give the calcium hydroxide. What is the chemical formula of calcium hydroxide? CaOH taken twice. CaOH taken twice. This is the shortest form of the chemical equation. This is the shortest form. This is the shortest form of chemical equation. Okay. Here, what is the chemical formula for calcium oxide? CaO. What is the chemical formula of water? It is H2O. What is the chemical formula for calcium hydroxide? CaOH taken twice. CaO plus H2O gives CaOH taken twice. Okay. Here next, I am telling about how to balance the equation. How to balance the equation? Okay, there are so many steps for balancing equation. First of all, you have to check how many compounds are used here. Here the 3 compounds are used. One is CaO, one is H2O and the other is CaOH taken twice. What are the reactants here? Here the CaO and H2O, these both are reactants. And what is the product here? The CaOH taken twice. The calcium hydroxide, it is the product of this equation. Okay. The next, here how to balance this equation? Is this equation is balanced or not? First of all, you have to check. For understanding this concept, you have to take some table. You have to take one table. The table have the columns like elements, LHS, RHS, result. Okay, take one table. The columns of the table are elements, LHS, RHS and result. Here what are the elements are used here? One is the calcium, the second is oxygen, the third is hydrogen. The 3 elements are used in this equation. Here how many atoms are used for calcium LHS side? Only 1. How many oxygens are used here? Here the oxygen is 1, here the oxygen is 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2. Here the hydrogen, how many hydrogens are used here? The 2 hydrogens. Next, from the RHS side, how many calciums are there? Only 1. Oxygens are 2, hydrogens are 2. The result is LHS is equal to RHS. The result is equal. LHS is equal to RHS. The result is also equal. LHS is equal to RHS. The result is also equal. The left side used atoms is equal to the right side used atoms. Okay. Therefore, the given equation, this equation is the balanced equation. This equation is balanced equation. Sometimes they give the unbalanced equations. Okay, for that unbalanced equation, how to balance that equation? Next I will go for the topic how to balance the unbalanced equations. How to balance the chemical equations. For this concept I will give some example. For this, hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. This is the word equation of the chemical equation. Next, I am taking the chemical form, the shortest chemical form. Hydrogen means H2 plus oxygen means O2. It will give the water means H2O. This is the shortest form of the chemical equation. The compound here, what are the compounds here, what are the reactants? The hydrogen and oxygen both are the reactants and the water H2O is the product. Okay. Is this balanced equation or not? First of all, you have to check. First of all, you have to write the word equation in the smallest form by using the compound names, by using the chemical formulae. This is the step 1. In the step 1, you have to write the chemical equation in the smallest form by using the compound names or chemical formulae. Here the chemical formula for the hydrogen is H2, chemical formula for the oxygen is O2, the chemical formula for the water is H2O. This is the step 1. In the step 2, you have to check the given equation is balanced or not. In the step 2, you have to check whether the given equation is balanced or not. Okay, for this I am taking the table. The table contains the columns like element, LHS, RHS and result. Okay, here the elements are hydrogen and oxygen, only the two elements are there. Next, LHS side, how many atoms are there for hydrogen? The 2 atoms. Next, for oxygen 2 atoms. For right side, the hydrogen is 2 times and the oxygen is only 1 atom. The result, the hydrogen is equal, the oxygen is not equal. By seeing this table, we can easily identify the given equation is balanced or not. Here, this is the equal, hydrogen is equal, this is not equal. For this reason, the given equation is unbalanced equation. Unbalanced equation. The unbalanced equation is also known as skeleton equation. Skeleton equation. The skeleton equation. What is the skeleton equation? The skeleton equation is nothing but it is the unbalanced equation which contain only the chemical formula of the compound. Which contain the chemical formula of the compound. The unbalanced equation is known as the skeleton equation. What is skeleton equation? The skeleton equation is nothing but it is the unbalanced equation which contain the chemical formula of the compound, which contain the chemical formula of the compound. Here the compound is H2O, the chemical formula for the H2O, here the compound is water, the chemical formula for the water is H2O. The given equation is unbalanced, this is known as the skeleton equation. Next, in the step 3, we have to balance the given equation. We have to balance the given equation. Here I am taking H2 plus O2 gives H2O. H2 plus O2 gives H2O. Left side only, here largest complex compound you have to take for the balancing. Largest complex compound you have to take. Here the H2 is the smallest, O2 is the smallest. The largest atom is H2O. The largest compound you have to take the H2O. Okay, here the hydrogen is 2 atoms are used, left side oxygen is 2 atoms are used. Hydrogen left side 2 times, hydrogen right side 2 atoms. Next, oxygen left side 2, right side only 1. If I am taking the oxygen 2 here, the equation is balanced, but the compound name is changed here. Here the water is generated by using hydrogen and oxygen. If we are using H2O2, the chemical name for the H2O2 is the hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. There is the difference between H2O and H2O2. H2O is nothing but the water, H2O2 is nothing but the hydrogen peroxide. It is used as the spirit. Okay, in this equation it is the balanced equation, but the generated, the product in the equation is the H2O2. There is the difference between H2O and H2O2. While balancing the given equation, you does not touch the compound. You have to change only the coefficients. Is it understood? This is the mainly important concept. In the balancing the chemical equation, you do not touch the compounds. You have to change the only coefficients like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't touch the compounds here. Okay, here I am deleting the O2 here. Here I am deleting the O2. Here the H2O. Okay, right side, left side hydrogen is 2 atoms, right side 2 atoms. Okay, next left side oxygen is 2, right side oxygen is 1. If I am taking the O2, it will give the spirit air, hydrogen peroxide, but I need water. For that I am taking the coefficient as 2. Okay, here the balanced, is it balanced equation? No. In the step 4, oxygen is okay. In the step 4, the right side, the largest complex compound, is the H2O. The right side compound, the right side hydrogens contain how many hydrogens are here? Only the 4 hydrogens, but the left side only 2. I am taking here 2. 2 2s are 4. Here the hydrogen is balanced. Next, oxygen, only the left side 2, the right side 2. Therefore, the given equations is balanced. Therefore, the given equation, here the given equation is balanced. Is it understood? In the first step, you have to take the equation by using the chemical formulae. While balancing the chemical equation, first of all you have to take the smallest equation by using the chemical formulae, by using the chemical compounds. Next step, you have to take how many elements are used in the left side and how many elements are used in the right side. Next, you have to check these elements are equal or not equal. If both sides using the elements are equal, then the given equation is balanced. If the given equation is not balanced, then that equation is called as unbalanced equation. That unbalanced equation is called as the skeleton equation. What is the skeleton equation? The skeleton equation is nothing but it is the unbalanced equation which contains the compounds, Next, in the step 3 you have to balance. In the step 3 you have to balance the given equation by using the largest complex compound. What is the largest one? From that side you have to balance the given equation. After that, in step 4 you have to check the given equation is balanced. If the given equation is balanced, you have to stop it. If the given equation is not balanced, then you have to balance the both side of the equations. This is about the balancing the chemical equation. These steps are used for balancing the given equation. Next, I will give another example. Another example is the combination of propane. Combination of propane. The chemical formula for the propane is nothing but C3H8. The chemical formula for the propane is C3H8. It always have the burning nature. In step 1, you have to write the smallest formula. the smallest formula for the equation, chemical reaction. Here the C3H8, it has the burning nature, means it always interact with O2, it always mixed with O2, and it will gives carbon dioxide plus water plus heat. Why it will generate heat? This is the heating generation. It is the nature. What is the nature of this propane? Is nothing but it is the burning nature. For this concept, it will generate the heat. Next, this is the step 1. In the step 2, you have to check whether the given equation is balanced or not. For this, you have to take the table like element, LHS, RHS, result. Okay. What are the elements are used here? The elements used here: carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. There are next LHS side, how many carbons? 3. Hydrogens are 8. Oxygens are 2. RHS side, carbon is 1. Oxygen is 2 plus 1, 3. Hydrogen is 2. Here the result is not equal. Not equal. 2 and 3 is not equal. Okay. Therefore, the given equation is unbalanced equation. The given equation is the skeleton equation. Next, in the step 3, you have to balance the given equation. You have to balance the given equation. C3H8 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O plus heat. You have to not mention the heat also. Here, how many atoms are there for the carbon? 3 atoms for left side. Right side only 1 atom. Here I am taking the 3. Okay. Next, hydrogens are how many hydrogens? 8 hydrogens. Here only 2 hydrogens are there. For balancing hydrogens, here I am taking the coefficient as 4 here. Next, here the carbons are balanced and the hydrogen is also balanced. Next, you have to check the oxygens. Left side the oxygen, how many atoms are there? The 2 atoms are there. Right side, how many atoms are there? 3 2s are 6 plus 4, that is equal to 10. Okay. That is nothing but here we have to take balancing oxygen, you have to take the coefficient as 5. Therefore, here the given equation is balanced equation. Is it understood? Like this, you have to balance the equations carefully. Is it understood how to balance the chemical equation? Okay. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon.